Prime Minister dear Narendra, Mr. Vice President, Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow compatriots will forgive me, I will express myself directly in English in order to be collectively, I would say, more efficient. First and foremost, allow me to thank you for the exceptional welcome that has been extended to our delegation and myself today. It is with an immense pleasure that we are here and to come back 5 years after our former state visit and 5 months after the success of your G20. And we were extremely honored to be part of such an important and unique day and to have our soldiers being alongside with you and being part of this exceptional moment. I think this is, for everybody here in this delegation, in our memories forever. Thank you very much. And we do appreciate the honor made to all of us. Clearly, we don't seem to be able to stay apart, I have to say. For some reason, our meetings have the warmth of the friends meeting again, without losing the freshness of new discovery. It's exactly like that each time we meet together. And you were, for Bastille Day, a few months ago, 14th of July, in France, and being here to confirm the warmth of our link and the intensity of these links. And this is probably due to the very special relation we have together. And the fact that between India and France there is something very special because we do share a lot of similarities. Taste for history, culture, creativity, gastronomy, and this willingness not to be aligned to anybody else and to remain independent and have and defend our own path. We do share the same approach, the same history. And I have to say, yesterday I was delighted, Mr. Prime Minister, to discover Jaipur with you. We had a wonderful stay, and from Amber Fort to Palace of Winds, through the city, it was extremely moving and definitely referred to poems of Tagore, translated into French by André Gide, another poet and novelist, which is part of our common culture of India and France because it was translated 1 century ago. And I will not forget the chai we shared together close to the palace, because it was a chai paid with UPI. And this is the perfect synthesis of why it is so special. Friendship and the warmth of such a celebration, tradition and innovation. And this is exactly what we do together and what we want to do together. And this ceremony was for me a sort of metaphor of the whole relation we want to have and we will have. And from scientific links to culture, to education, to defense industry, nuclear energy, and all the different sectors being present here, I have to say that the intensity is due to the fact that, indeed, we do share this willingness to have warmth and friendly common approach, to respect our tradition, especially our culture on both sides, but to build together the future. This is exactly what is core for the ambition of our own friendship. And yesterday, right before this tea, we went to the Janta Manta that we visited together. And I don't forget that it allowed 2 French Jesuit astronomers in 1734 to determine with precision the latitude and longitude of Jaipur. It was undoubtedly, as well, the first space cooperation in history. And we did it together between India and France. This is why we do want to have other space cooperations and other cooperations in all the possible fields. We signed together 2047 roadmap last July, including all possible altitudes, I would say, from the ocean to space, all the different fields, from culture to industry and digital and clean tech, and which will strengthen our bonds. This partnership is a partnership for both of us. This is a reciprocal and respectful partnership. But this is, I do believe as well, a useful partnership for the rest of the world. Because we do share the same vision of Indo-Pacific region as well. A region which should not be spoiled and trapped by the hegemony of some powers, but a region that we want to see free and open. And this free and open Indo-Pacific, it's, I think, one of the anchor of the bilateral relation we have, because we do share the same values and the same principle for the whole region. I think this is exactly what we conveyed together from the COP28. This is what we will convey together, what we conveyed together during your G20, and thanks again for your leadership. And this is what we will do together from the United Nations Conference for Oceans that France will host in 2025. And definitely in the meanwhile, this is what we will do share as well for our Olympic Games that we will organize this year. And we will be delighted to build a stronger cooperation on sports and this type of event as well with you, as we will definitely support your intention to organize Olympic Games in India for the future. Dear President, dear Prime Minister, dear friends, I don't want to be longer here, as this is a moment of celebration and friendship, but everything in the moments we share, in this alliance of warmth, humility, and very important and official celebration is the same: respect and friendship. And we have a lot of things to do together for the months and the years to come and the decades to come. What we have to do, as you fairly said, Madam President, is largely dedicated to the young and future generations. But it is based on this history, these common principles, and our willingness to work closely together, because this is you and because we are here. Just to try to quote another French poet. I want now to celebrate with you the friendship between India and France that we cherish, and be sure that we will remain committed to this friendship. Long live the friendship between France and India.